Guys, the NBA season is here, the NFL season is here, and FanDuel has an offer you don't want to miss. Right now, new customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if that first $5 bet wins. That's right. Pick a bet, put down $5, and if it hits, you unlock $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. So what are you waiting for? Visit FanDuel.com/UCSS and download the FanDuel app today to get started.
Just a terrible effort, guys, last night by the Cavaliers. They get boat raced. And think about this. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but the Celtics, they have White and Pritchard are arguably they're like the two best outside shooters, right?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Sam Hauser's the best shooter on the team.
Yes.
And he had
all right.
But he's just like a spot up off the bench
but
guy.
White and Pritchard are two of their best shooters.
Yes, absolutely.
And those guys both did nothing. They were terrible. From
420 from beyond the arc.
Didn't White finish with like 19?
Yeah, but he couldn't make a three.
Yeah, well.
They went, 5 for 20 from three is what you said?
Together, those two were 4 of 20 from 3.
4 of 20 from 3, those two guys.
Well, we got
and the Cavs lost by 20 points.
Well, we shot 54 and made what? 12?
The Cavs were 17 of 52 from 3.
52?
That's wild.
Like we it's like we completely gave up on just going to the cup. Like
DeAndre Hunter and Mobley were awful.
I mean,
they were both disgusting.
Last night I walked away because we knew I seen that Donovan was dealing with some left hamstring tightness. He had 15 points in the first half, and I don't think he scored another bucket for the rest of the game. So
that is correct. He started out the game 5 of 5 from 3.
Yeah.
And then did not score a bucket after that.
Yeah. So
I don't think he made a 2-pointer in the game, did he?
He did not. He was 5 of 12.
He didn't score a bucket after that.
So I was sitting there, and my takeaway was, one, they need DG in situations like this. They need somebody else to be a facilitator and a guy that can create his own shot and get a bucket. That was missing. And two, I was just curious to why we just settle for threes so much. Like, I mean, I know that's what the NBA is becoming.
But you got to score in the paint.
That's what I'm saying.
They got 2 7-footers. They can't score in the paint.
That's my point. Like, what is going on? Like, I get the Mobley is working on the outside jumper and stuff, but man, like,
this is
Jared can't get down there. Going strong. Hey. Like, what's up? Like,
aren't they second from the bottom in points in the paint in the league?
No, they have the second fewest field goal attempts at the rim this season. The only team who averages fewer field goal attempts at the rim is Boston, who has completely designed their offensive game plan around shooting 63s a game.
And Boston was the worst worst rebounding team.
Yes.
And they killed the Cavs on the glass.
I want all you guys to go first before I give you some of my thoughts.
Go ahead, G.
I have a lot here.
They're terrible right now.
I hate to be the Duke and knee-jerk here.
Already? 5 games in? Well, I guess we taking the regular season serious.
We got to take it seriously.
If it was just a case of them missing shots, right? You know, they're getting good looks, right? Or Darius or somebody gets in foul trouble. To me, this is not that case. This is alarming because the thing that I'm looking at is still the physicality. When you say you take that many threes, right? My basketball coach used to always say, taking jumpers is the easy way out because you can always pull up and do a step back. You can always jack up a 3, but it takes energy, effort, and want to get to the rim. Like it's a level of determination. It's a level of physicality and punishment that needs to be happening. And when you have guys that are shooting threes, I'm cool with that. But the old school adage is threes and layups and dunks, right? Threes, layups, and dunks. They've eliminated the layups and the dunks. And it's just threes.
Okay, they went to the cut. They ain't going as assertively as they should be.
Mike just said they're second from the bottom.
They're not getting to the rack.
Yeah.
So to me, this is alarming about the way they're playing against the Boston Celtics and against the Knicks. Because the Celtics and the Knicks are going to have coaches that are going to have them prepared, ready to attack certain things. And if the Cavs can't meet the challenge physically and getting beat on the boards, I've seen nothing new from Jared Allen. He's the same old.
We know that anyway.
This new Evan Mobley I'm scared about because at least Evan Mobley, you look at his field goal percentage last year. He's shooting almost 60% from the field because he's getting the ball around the court. If he's shooting 5 to 10 threes a game and his field goal percentage ain't there, he's still sitting at 19.
That's sad.
You're at 19 points, and Donovan Mitchell missed most of the game. Was hampered with a hamstring.
Yeah.
Darius Garland is not playing. Max Strus is not playing. This is a game where you're supposed to be eating.
You got to take over.
You're supposed to be
at 32 last night.
32 and 15.
You know what's sad? Remember when we got eliminated to them in the playoffs 2 years ago?
Yep.
He had good games again. Going into this game, he wasn't nobody that I even worried, but I was like, oh, Mobley definitely gonna ball out against them, like for sure.
Well, here's the thing, guys. So obviously it's early. You don't want to overdo it. But we were sold like once again the Cavs failed in the playoffs miserably. Last year was the worst of all their miserable failures in the playoffs. Last year was the worst because it was the highest expectations, right? But what we were sold on when they didn't blow up the core, what we were sold on was two things: a better bench, which they will probably have once everybody's healthy, if everybody's healthy. Mm-hmm. And the other thing was sold on is that Evan Mobley becomes a superstar, because he's not a superstar. He's a very good player. He's an all-star. He'll be an all-star some years. He's a really good defensive player. Outside of Wemby, he's as good as anybody, right? But he's got to get next level. He's got to become a superstar. If he's a superstar, the Cavs, to me, are a legit championship contender. If he's not, they're not. And through 5 games, there's zero signs of a superstar to me. It's way too early. But this is the year. Even you, Mike, said it has to happen this year.
Yeah.
So far, there's no signs of it whatsoever. In fact, he looks like he's regressed so far.
I don't know if regression's the right word.
How about shot decision-making has regressed?
His shot diet's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. He's taking
Did you say shot diet?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's a shot diet, yeah.
I do like that, too.
I like
His shot diet is nowhere near it needs to be. I don't have the updated numbers since last night's game, so this was prior to last night. But for his career, the average distance from the bucket that Evan Mobley had taken a field goal at was 9.3 feet. This year it's 15.4.
Oh, my God.
It's a significant jump. Now, we wanted him to shoot more threes, right?
Yeah.
Like, that was part of the evolution.
Not every
but
shot.
Something I've noticed in the first 5 games of the season, and even in parts of last season, so this is more than just a 5-game sample size, is the opponent is more than willing to let Evan shoot threes. They say, Evan, even if you shoot 35, 36, 37%, that's okay with us. We're gonna let you take those. We are content with letting you take those. And the whole draw of Evan becoming more of a 3-point shooter was it gives them another space so that teams have to go out and cover, which opens up more space and keeps their free-flowing offense moving. It's not happening. And if he's just going to be a spot-up 37% shooter, I want him to get way closer to the bucket. He's only taken, before last night, once again I have to update these numbers after last night. NBA tracking data takes 24 hours to update, so don't have the numbers. He's only taken 11 shots through 4 games at the rim.
That's
11.
Crazy.
He's way too skilled, way too big, way too talented, way too coordinated not to be getting more shots at the rim via the drive or via play designs where the ball is intended to get to Evan down low.
I don't think he raised that number much yesterday.
Maybe 1 or 2, maybe.
Yeah.
And the other thing with Evan, and once again, 5 games, too small of a sample size. There were going to be growing pains as he becomes more of an initiator than the recipient of offense, right? No one expected it to be flawless right from the get-go, especially without Darius and Strus and Hunter in those first 2 games. But his handle, and G, you and I talked about this, his handle has not gotten tight enough to the point where he's consistently beating guys off the dribble.
Nope.
And if Evan's not consistently beating guys off the dribble and getting into the paint, that's when he relies on that mid-range jumper. And although he can make those mid-range jump shots, that's just not a shot I want any player outside of Kevin Durant taking 4, 5, 6 of a game.
You got to for that to be a viable part of your game, you got to shoot at a crazy percentage.
That's automatic.
60%.
Yeah,
that's automatic.
You know what I just heard you say? He still ain't got that dog in him. That's what.
That's
heard.
part of it.
Well, he's trying. To his credit, he's trying, and he's
he's being
to take
more
some
aggressive
shots that
overall.
He hasn't
He
taken
being
in the past.
But he like getting the rebound coming up and not going to the paint. He getting the rebound coming up and pulling trade.
Like
he feels way too comfortable shooting jump shots right now, and I want to see him get down towards the rim and start playing downhill. Because we even saw a couple drives against Detroit. He had a Euro step around on Asar Thompson, who's a really good defender, and finished against New York in that first game on the ATO.
yeah.
Finished with the left hand through contact and won. Last night in transition, gets to the rim, does a little Euro step around Jaylen Brown and one. Like he's just too skilled. And some guys can't do what Evan does, right? Like Jared Allen will never have the ability to dribble into a pull-up jump shot. Evan has the ability, but you can't settle for those kind of things. And as an entire offense through 5 games, the Cavs have gotten way too complacent in isolations. They have gotten away from this free-flowing drive, kick, attack the rotation that we saw last year. That I know you want to discredit the regular season. That's fine. It was the most efficient offense the league has ever seen. They've gotten completely away from all those principles this year, Bull. And part of it's Darius is not here. Part of it's they're trying to force Evan to be more aggressive to figure out what he wants to do. But the results have not matched what we saw last year. And it's too early to say they've gotten completely away from it. We expected some growing pains. I didn't expect this. I'm very disappointed with the offense we've seen through 5 games.
I was talking to my dad the other night. Yeah, perfect sense.
Yeah.
I was talking to my dad last night, and he called me. You know, he only calls me for 1 or 2 reasons. Either somebody is doing something good or bad. And the Cavs was bad. He was, hey, man, where's Evan Mobley out here? Him and DeAndre Hunter. They just jack your shots up. And we were sitting there talking. And I think one thing that we discount when it comes to basketball players or really good players, there's this thing that you can't quantify. There's this switch that goes off that they understand what type of time they on from game to game. What I mean by that is, in some games, you got to understand, it's this type of game. So it's a physical game, I'm going to get to the rack. This game, I got this little dude on me. I'm going to punish him down low. This game, these dudes is going under the screen. I'm flaring. I'm shooting jumpers today. And superstars have the innate ability and to understand what is needed in that moment and to deliver what's in the moment, not predetermine this is my game.
Good point.
Your game evolves, and that's what it is. It's like great quarterbacks. Great quarterbacks do that as well. They understand, 225 can get it done today.
Yeah.
I ain't going to put it in harm's way.
We got to run the ball.
We got to run. Or, guess what? Hey, I need to throw for 3. I need to be a little more aggressive today because defense is struggling over there.
Right.
So these are the things that I'm alarmed with because the only person who seems to have that is Donovan Mitchell.
That's it.
And you need multiple guys to play the up top dudes. Tybus, you got to.
The only person that remotely outside of Donovan could be a DG, but like I said, he does facilitating it as well. I walked away saying, like, I wish he was playing in that game. What we lose by? It was
20.
Last night it was a 20 burger.
Was it? I thought that. Wait a minute, they made a comeback at it.
Cut it to
it was like
9.
They cut it down, and then late Boston made a couple threes. It ended up the final score was 125.
The Cavs had chances there in the fourth quarter.
They went cold. 4 minutes.
Wait a minute.
They would turn it over.
I cut the game off with like
got Larry Nance
a minute and 40
threes.
to go. I promise you, it was like a 9-point game. So I said, okay, 20.
And by the way, Mike, I take exception. I know technically, letter of the law, you're like the Cavs was efficient, but when last year we used those statistics to make it seem like it was the best offensive team in the history of basketball, and that's just not right.
No, they weren't. It's just by one statistic.
Right, because the game has changed. The teams now play to those efficiency statistics. Whereas teams in the past didn't even have those statistics.
Right.
They didn't play to those things.
Right.
So you're not an analytics guy.
No, you're right. He's playing.
I like analytics.
It's almost what you got the chicken or the egg. Like, are you playing to satisfy the analytics that say that you're a good offense, or are you just playing and saying this is effective on the court, they can't stop it, and we win games?
That's what you should
I hate to
be
rate
doing.
on your parade bowl, but you could actually find the offensive rating for every NBA team that ever played in the history of the world. Just a heads up.
Who said you couldn't?
Well, you said they're playing to these new it's not even really an analytic. It's points per 100 possessions is what it comes down to.
They
didn't
weren't
emphasize
like
it.
Now obviously in terms of math, it makes sense to shoot threes because guys shoot threes.
I see what you're saying.
And then they weren't doing that that way.
Where do you think the Cavs ranked through 5 games this year in offensive rating? This is the category where they broke
mean within
the NBA
within the league, like where they rank 1 to 30?
Yeah, right now in the NBA right now.
26th?
Yeah, I'll say something.
Little better than that.
20th.
They're 17th.
Yeah.
Down 8.5 points per 100 possessions from where they were last season.
Not a surprise.
Which is a significant drop off.
And what about this though, McNuggets too? Somebody said it in the chat. I don't like the defensive intensity. I don't like it.
I don't like anything about
I
it.
don't like the
It seemed like
defensive
Boston
intensity.
wanted
Like, I
it
don't-
more last night.
Where's the ball? You said something that the Boston Celtics' whole offense is shooting threes.
Yep.
So how do you let them keep shooting threes?
Why
Well,
not run?
That's what they do, G. Like, they're going to shoot a ton of threes. The Cavs, two things real quick. And then we got Zach, and one I want to ask you guys about. They've changed, the Cavaliers have, their entire defensive philosophy. And I think in the long run, it will be better. Last year, they were super passive. Gee, how often did we get angry at them conceding switches big to little all the time, right?
Yep, all the time, yep.
They did not pick up anyone before the three-point line.
Nope.
They made a entire organizational change this season to start picking up at the half-court line. They are not conceding switches. They are not helping, or they're not supposed to help nearly as much as they were. They're saying, we're going to be physical. We're going to try and get you guys out of your offensive rhythm early. And that's going to take growing pains because right now,
Yeah, you're right.
they're asking all these guys who have not done this at an NBA level
Right.
to change how they're doing. Like,
Yeah.
I'm less worried about the defense than I am about the offense. I have more concerns on the offense.
I like what
I
you
do
said
think
there,
the defense will kind of get into a bit of a rhythm at some point. It has not been good. Do not get me wrong. It has not been good. But when you change everything schematically, there are going to be some growing pains.
Especially when you're picking up that far and you're
Yeah.
not helping off. That means you got to be in shape. You got to have legs.
Yes.
The other thing, though, that I want to ask you guys about, and this is a legitimate issue. This is, if you're going to make anything, hey, I'm concerned about this through 5 games, it's the rebounding. They've been out-rebounded
Yes,
in 4
they
of the 5
have.
games.
Yep.
4 of the 5. They've had one good rebounding game. I want to read you a couple quotes from Kenny Atkinson about the rebounding. And once again, heading into last night, Boston was the worst rebounding team in basketball. The Cavs have 2 legit 7-footers who are significantly better than any big man that Celtics put on the floor. And I'm going to read you a couple quotes here, and I want you guys to take me inside the locker room. If a coach had said this to you, how you would have reacted. Kenny said, and I quote, "We did everything but fly a plane over the arena with banners saying, 'We have to rebound tonight.' Maybe next time we come to Boston, I'll actually buy a plane and do it." Next quote, "They dominated us from a physical standpoint. Credit them, they came out hungry and more aggressive. They had more energy. Usually when that happens, especially if you're playing on the road, if you can't match that, you end up taking 20 in the mug." And last one, "We got absolutely dominated on the boards. We didn't fix it. Those are energy things. They're physicality things. For some reason today, our energy level was super low in every phase, and their energy level was through the roof. Every 50-50 ball, they had 2 guys jumping for it. They got it. Every 50-50 rebound, they got it. It's fixable. We can do it when we lock in, but we are not being assertive. We're just kind of waiting for a rebound to happen. We are not being proactive. That's a focus and a mentality. We can do it. We've done it. We've proven we can do it, but we have to go back and lock in. Tonight was unacceptable."
Isn't
End
that
quote.
refreshing
That
to hear a coach
Thank you,
be
Coach.
honest
Thank you,
and
Coach.
give criticism? And if I'm a player on the Cavs, I got zero problem with anything he said there.
I mean, it's the truth.
Thank
Yeah.
you. This is a
As opposed to Kevin Stefanski's nonsense.
McNugget.
You know why you wouldn't have a problem with it? Because he probably went in the locker room and said that straight to your
Oh,
face.
absolutely.
That's why you wouldn't have a problem with it.
Tybus, you play in the league, and when you're a fringe guy, you're a special teams guy, right? Mm-hmm. If you got an opportunity to play and you was on special teams and you act like you didn't want to be on special teams,
I'd be waved.
you be gone.
Yeah.
Jared Allen
Waving.
is a energy guy, a glorified. Let's get putbacks. Let's play defense intensity. I'm gonna do the small things.
Well, that's what he has to be.
That's sitting directly on his shoulders when you say, as a center, and that's your job responsibility to bring it.
Yeah.
That your coach said 3 times it's a want-to thing.
Yeah.
And you've already said the lights is too bright. He's talking to you directly, dog. He's talking to you
I
right
think
directly.
that's at Mobley, too.
Yeah, it's at Mobley
Yeah.
too. He's talking to your bigs. That's your
Yeah.
2 bigs right now.
You got to be better. Let's go.
We got to start playing High School Musical in the gym when he's playing. Turn him up.
Oh, stop. You gonna just say he's in.
We're all in this together.